Alexander Isak. I've been wanting to do this one because I know what I think he's actually worth. £150 million price tag, even though having spoke to Matty Renton in the week, he told me that it would be closer to 200 million to get his signature. And this is why the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Arsenal have just backed off on this one. They say he's not for sale. Yes, there's been links, obviously. No journalists have really shut it down yet for Liverpool, but I just can't see them spending 200 mil. But 25, 3 years left on his deal. Starts for Sweden up front, 42 appearances in the season, 27 goals in all comps, 6 assists. I mean, that is some record. Again, one of, if not the best, number 9 in Europe last season. Massive fan of his. And I'll jump off on this one first, because if I hear 200, it almost makes me think, come on, no player is out here worth 200. But what I will do is there's 20, there's 40, there's 60, there's 80, 100. That's what I think he's actually worth, in my opinion. 100 mil. And the 200 one, listen, I know they want to keep him, and they will. And it's a good tactic to scare people off. But this one, I think initially I said there was a 10% chance of it happening, and it probably won't now. So go on. I've gone 100. What you got?
Yeah, it's proper Liverpool bias, that is, but 20.
Why is that?
40. 60. 80. 100. 120.
What you really think he's worth?
130.
130.
Wirtz went for 115. This guy's worth more than Wirtz. He's a striker. Strikers always go for a premium. They go for more than, say, attacking midfielders. Right? He's still quite young. He's 25. His goal scoring record, he's proven it in the Premier League. 130.
130 in the chat. We've got 115.
I think that'd be very reasonable.
We've got Isak, no, more than 100. Isak is great, so 100, honestly, Gyökeres is better for us. That's an Arsenal fan there. 150, 100 plus 25, 80, 100, 120, Isak 100 tops. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. We've asked you in the chat there now. The Isak price tag, 60% of people have gone 100. And I guess you're one at 130. The other option is 150 plus. But I just think in the current market,
but then you're basically
I don't think there's any striker worth 150.
But you're saying that he's worth less than Wirtz.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anomaly though, the Wirtz one. I don't think we thought as Liverpool fans that would end up being that expensive. But
yeah, what's the anomaly? If Wirtz went for that amount, he's got to be worth at least 130. He's a striker.
Yeah, and I hear that.
Strikers are worth more.
I could probably stretch to 120 if I'm honest with you. But if it was my money and I was paying for it, 100 mil would be very difficult to turn down. Would allow Newcastle to invest and use their FFP.
Yeah, well, I think he's worth more.
Do you know
what? In the current market, he's worth more.
Go on then. I'll go 125. Okay. And I've just sacrificed my good deal.
And what's
there.
the majority of people gone for? Most people have gone with 100 mil.
Deal. Just sacrificed my good deal I bow
both
down to the pressure of Robbie there.
We're both actually bad deals.
I didn't stick to my guns on that one, but that's a bad deal, allegedly. But yeah, 125. I mean, I come from the school of like, is anyone worth 150 or 200 mil as a footballer in 2025? Well, in your opinion, yes.
But you are right. I don't know if any player is worth that amount of money, but certainly
10 years, 300, 400, 500 mil.
Well, that's how it's
going.
Out of hand. That's how it's going.
It is how it's going. So I'd go 125 max. What I
went 120.
In the chat, 3% of you think he's 50 mil. 14% of you think 80, 57% of you go for 100, and 26 go for 150 plus. I mean, the 200 mark that they've given off allegedly is just silliness. There's no way. There's no way.
That's probably why they've done it.
Probably. And that's it. That's all the names that we've got today on Good Deal, Bad Deal, as that poll just finishes off there with Alexander Isak's alleged price tag. Got £4 in the chat there. Don's done you over big time there, Alex. Yeah, I was on 100 and you persuaded me to do 125. He's worth more than Rice and Caicedo, says DL.
He probably...
Wirtz is not worth more than 60. We'll see about that.
Who?
Wirtz.
Nah, Wirtz. Listen, if you're going to get a player of that calibre, you have to pay about 100 mil as well.
Yeah.
But I think he's worth more than Wirtz, but just purely because he's a striker.
Do you think the injury record comes into play at all?
Yeah, but then he was injury free for the majority of last season, so
was.
that kind of takes it out.
He was.